And we are live. What's up, brother?
What's going on, man? Ready?
I'm ready. Let's get this popping.
Merry Christmas, you filthy animal.
Happy holidays, you filthy animals. I am your boy Serge, aka Sergerilla, and we are joined by my brother from another mother, Rick, aka Mr. Nice Guy.
Yes, sir. What's going on, everybody? How you guys are doing? If this is your first time here, consider subscribing to our channel, man. You have the info right here. You got Media Chop Up on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook group. All that information is found in the description below.
Absolutely. Show the love, guys. So, episode 11, Christmas movies. I figured it was perfect. I'm already in the Christmas spirit. Sergerilla is in full effect for the holidays. I can see you are as well.
Yeah, in case anybody knows what this sweater is or where it's from, I might give you a little surprise in the Facebook group. If you guys are familiar, if you could tell me what the words are saying, what the words are lighting up, I might have a little something special for you. Tell me where the sweater's from.
Bro, that's so easy. To me, it's It's
Ah,
easy, but
oh,
I'm not gonna say anything. I'm just saying. But I love that sweater. That's a great sweater, man.
thank you very much.
Definitely, man. So episode 11, Christmas movies. Holidays is right around the corner. There's so many great movies that we can enjoy time and time again. I feel like a lot of these Christmas movies that we see, holiday movies, they're repetitive. You see them over and over, and you enjoy them just as much. Usually, you don't watch them all year long, but a lot of these movies fall into that category. I'm excited, man. Let's see, where should we start? How does this holiday feel for you, especially with everything that's going on?
Not when you pose it like that, it's different. Right? I try to approach it like it's a regular holiday, but obviously it's not. We don't have, we have all these restrictions and stuff. But you try to enjoy it for what it is with the people who are around you that can be around you for the most part. But, for those of us who decide to follow the rules, and even for those who are not following the rules, have a good time, man. Have a Merry Christmas. Have a good, do what you can with the time that you have.
I agree. I myself am a little bummed because I would like to spend it with a big part of my family. I have a big family, but I also have so much to be feel blessed about.
Mhm.
I have a new baby, and I want to make it as special for her and start building those memories and taking pictures and do all those things,
Mhm.
Because in the past, you kind of get a little lazy. Like, I don't got to put up a tree this year. This year, we're trying to go all out, make it real special,
Yeah.
So you feeling hot already, huh?
Hell yeah, fucking sweater's coming off. Some bullshit.
Definitely. But fortunately, guys, all you guys have us out there, man, and we're here to give you your fix for all things movies, man, and we're excited to talk to you guys and share with you guys and this guy over here. we
Yeah,
are
the backup shirt.
we all share the common denominator of loving movies, and being that it's that time of year, we figured we'll talk about all those fun movies right now. So, Rick, what makes a great holiday movie for you, real quick?
I love that feeling of joy, happiness, hope, and family, man. Any movie that can combine those things in a nutshell, it does it for me.
Definitely. You like wholesome movies?
Wholesome,
Yeah.
I guess. Wholesome, yeah.
I kind of feel like, because think about it, a big part of the holidays could be wholesome moments, with the holidays, like think about it. If you're watching Miracle on 34th Street or a lot of these classics, right? They're wholesome movies, right?
Absolutely.
So I can admit to you that I honestly never been a fan. Not that I'm not a fan, but I don't have a tradition of watching these. I watched it once. I don't need to watch it again. That's the way I feel. But there's people who got to watch the classic black and white movies every holidays, and they're always on TV. So
Yeah, for my wife, she likes Elf.
great movie, absolutely.
I enjoy it.
So I mean, for me, I'm looking for a movie that's funny. I want to laugh for the holidays, and memorable. You want to remember it. You want to be able to recite the lines and enjoy it over and over again.
Yeah, man. Thank you guys for joining us in the comment section. Richie and Angie, appreciate you guys. Home Alone, Lean on Me has some great movies. Angie's asking, what's a good movie that's not so popular? Do you have anything that comes to mind, Serge?
Mm,
That's not so. It's tough because a lot of movies are popular during the holidays.
mm.
It's a good question, making us work.
I don't know. I got to think about it.
Yeah, we came here to have fun, all right, not to work. No, I'm joking.
Absolutely, right?
Yeah.
So why don't you get this started, brother? Why don't you start with your first choice?
All right, cool. My first choice is Polar Express. I watched that not recently, but the first time I watched it is maybe a year or two ago. My wife put us onto it. Watched it with my son. I was like, I didn't care for it. I saw the trailer at first. I was like, who cares? Who gives two shits? By the end of the movie, I'm shedding a tear because that little kid inside, like I told you, when it comes to that semblance, that feeling of hope and love and all things good, it's just a great thing. So basically, in a nutshell, the movie is basically just about keeping the magic of Christmas alive, right? The idea is that when we're kids, we have all this hope and love and magic for Christmas. We have this belief in Santa. And when we get older, we tend to forget those things. So this movie just basically tells you how important it is to keep that magic alive, and that magic will always exist in a nutshell.
Definitely. I can say that unfortunately I haven't seen that.
Okay.
Tom Hanks is in it, yes?
Yeah.
And it's okay, it's his voice that we're hearing, obviously. He did a good job.
Yeah, he did. I mean, it's voice acting. For an actor, that shouldn't be hard. He does real acting, then you have voice acting. So I think it becomes second nature to him.
He has a unique voice. It translated well in Toy Story and pretty much in it. He has one of those recognizable voices. So like, think about it. Like if you have the wrong person playing a voice, like you could be turned off,
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, definitely. So okay, cool. For my choice, I am actually going to choose the one that was just mentioned, Elf. And love that movie, right? Let me pull it up real quick.
Wow. It's actually one of your favorites.
Yeah. Elf. I mean, how do you not love Elf?
I enjoy it, but my wife goes crazy over that movie. She's like, "We have to watch Elf."
Bro. There's so many good parts in that, so many classic parts. And as I was looking into it and research, what happened?
Yeah, Die Hard's a Christmas movie. This guy, I'm sorry, go ahead. I didn't mean he just threw me off with that comment.
I've been hearing that more
Me
and
too.
more. But
Me too.
if you think about it, when does it take place? Christmas time.
That's true. Christmas theme. That's true. My bad. Much love, Jason. Good choice.
but people make that argument all the time online, like that. Oh, if this is a Christmas movie, then Die Hard is a Christmas movie. It actually is,
an argument there.
You're not spreading the Christmas cheer in that movie. He's trying to survive, but
right.
That's just another choice. So the movie The Elf. So I'll tell you a little bit about it in case you haven't seen it. Buddy was accidentally transported to the North Pole as a toddler and raised to adulthood among Santa's elves. Unable to shake the feeling that he doesn't fit in, the adult Buddy travels into New York in full elf uniform in search of his real father. As it happens, his father is a cynical businessman and has to accept Buddy being his son after a DNA test. So he's a grown ass man walking in the city with this tight ass freaking elf outfit, and it looks like he's joking, but people start realizing this guy is serious, and he has like a child's mind. The way he enjoys things, it's like it's not normal for a grown ass man. So Will Ferrell absolutely definitely took over this role, and it's hilarious because he's a clown. And what's funny is that in a lot of the filming, they just basically followed him in New York, and he was just running up to people in the street, and people were actually reacting like in genuine fear, like, what the fuck's wrong with this guy? And he's just happy and just running around. I found that so funny. But let's see. So there was a bunch of cool things I found out from that movie. So the first thing I would say is there was this elf in the beginning named Ming Ming, and Ming Ming was actually in the movie Elf. They pay homage to a lot of the classics. So you may not realize it the first time you see it, but next time you watch it, you'll realize that there's a Frosty the Snowman, there's a Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. They paid homage to A Christmas Story. So the guy who played Ming Ming is actually Peter Billingsley. Peter Billingsley, and he was famous for playing Ralphie in the classic movie A Christmas Story. And this is him right here.
Oh wow! Oh, that's a good tidbit. I did not know that.
Yeah,
That is
yeah, yeah.
excellent.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
they just sneaked that in there, which I thought was so cool.
Yeah.
I definitely didn't know that. They, to pay homage, they use nonstop motion animation like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, and they just showed you a lot of that in the back. So they kept that involved in the story. I like that. There's a scene where Buddy eats a whole lot of candy mixed with spaghetti and
Syrup.
pastries, right, and syrup, right, and he literally actually ate these things in real life, and he had to do 2 takes because the first take he threw up.
Oh, I can imagine.
And then there's a scene where he's in the doctor and he's eating cotton balls. All right,
Right.
yeah. And they're like, "What are you doing?" And it wasn't really cotton balls. They were actually it was actually cotton candy that wasn't dyed. But like, there's a lot of really funny moments. Also, let's see what else we got here. There was a scene where he lets off the longest belch you've ever heard in your life, right? And it wasn't Will Ferrell that was doing that burp. It was actually a voice actor named Maurice LaMarche, who's best known for being the voice of Brain from Pinky and the Brain.
Ah, interesting.
Isn't that crazy?
Mhm.
So I mean, there's a lot of great moments in that movie, and it's just one laugh after the next, and basically, ultimately, it's kind of like that same thing you just mentioned. It's all about finding the Christmas spirit, finding love. He ends up getting closer with his father, and he has to go through this journey and self-realization during this movie. But I feel like it's definitely a classic, and if you agree with me, let me know.
Oh, yeah, that's true. I forgot because Santa's engine runs on like Christmas joy in that movie. That's right. It's a good point.
Yes. So what about you? What's next?
I don't know. You gotta tell me.
You don't remember?
No, let me look at the notes.
I got you.
I throw it up there.
Bam.
Oh, Jack Frost, man. Yeah. like before, man. Like I'm a big softy, man. Like it doesn't take a lot to make me cry. So I almost cried in the damn last episode. I'm a softy. I'm a big person. I'm a big believer in like family and love and friendship, and I cherish those things. So this movie,
Hence the name. It's a nice guy.
this movie touches on that, man. Have you seen Jack Frost?
I have not.
Oh man, yes,
Michael Keaton. I want to see it, and being that it's the holiday, I'll make time.
Yeah, so it's hard to talk about the movie without spoilers, but obviously,
if you want to give a spoiler, I'm ready for that.
No, I won't, because I would like people to see it, because the spoiler is too much. It's like, oh my god, it might be in the description of the movie, but basically, he plays a snowman. How he becomes a snowman is an interesting story behind that. So, as a snowman, he's visiting his son and trying to, be a dad to his son, and it's just, it takes your heart and squeezes it and says, "Cry for me."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's tough, man. If you guys haven't seen Jack Frost with Michael Keaton, definitely check it out. It's really good.
I'm very curious, bro. Like I'm very curious about this now. I'm gonna look up the. Tell me a little bit about it. How about that?
All right, put the spoiler up there. Put the spoiler thing. It's impossible.
Run, spoiler alert! Spoiler alert!
If you guys don't want to be spoiled about this movie, then definitely turn off your things for a few seconds, and I'll be back, and you'll be back. All right. So basically, his father's a musician, and he goes off to do a gig, and during that expedition or whatever you want to call it, when he goes out, he gets into a car accident and he doesn't make it, so he loses his dad, and his dad comes back as Frosty the Snowman, or Jack Frost, so to speak.
It sounds familiar. Yeah.
So he's essentially a snowman. He has a second chance to bond with his son, and that's where the movie goes. So they go on adventures and journeys, and he continues, being a dad for as long as he can until you have a ghost moment like with Patrick Swayze. Okay. So his time is limited because winter doesn't last forever, man.
Definitely. Oh, it sounds so familiar. I might have seen it. Pieces of it, because it sounds so familiar as you say that. But great movie. Michael Keaton was in it, right?
Yep.
He was in a lot of movies back then.
He was killing it. Yeah.
He just kind of fell off.
Absolutely, for sure.
All right, cool. All right. So my next choice is actually it's going a little bit off the rails a little bit. Yes, it is a holiday movie, but it's a different kind of holiday movie. Okay. And It's the bad kind. So I'm gonna go with Bad Santa.
Ooh, that's
Bad
not,
Santa.
that is not a holiday movie. Disclaimer, disclaimer. That is not a holiday movie. It is rated R for one. I'll
First
tell
of
you that
all,
much.
it is a holiday movie, but it's not a
Not for
family,
kids.
not a family movie. No, 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 absolutely not. As a matter of fact, I looked this up. Right, the word "fuck" was used over 150 times in the movie,
Sweet Jesus, your
and,
mother's listening.
and this okay, we'll bleep that out. And there was over 300 curses in it, but it lends to the story. It's basically the storyline is you have Billy Bob Thornton and him and Tony Cox, right? And Tony Cox is a small person, and Billy Bob Thornton is this drunk sleaze that basically every year these guys scam. So what they do is they go to, I don't want to tell too much actually. They're scammers, and they use Christmas, that time of year, especially with him being a small person, to basically slide into certain opportunities to be able to steal. Right?
Vertically challenged.
I
Vertically
I
challenged.
don't think anyone calls him that, but okay, whatever. But he's an asshole, man, and he just curses, and he's a drunk, and during the filming he actually had to get drunk to continue to be this asshole on the
Wow.
screen, because like basically you have all these snot-nosed kids because he has to play the role of Santa,
Right.
and people he's like, what do you want? And then this kid sneezes dead in his face, everywhere, and he starts cursing like, you freaking asshole, and he's like, I want this game. He was like, I don't give a fuck, get out of here, right? So ultimately he finds this kid that is basically being bullied, and he's definitely lost, and he feels so bad for him that he ends up helping him. And throughout the story, dealing with this kid and seeing how loving this kid, regardless of how bad of a person he was, really softened his heart, because he realized, man, there's really more to life, and he learned how to care about others, and he ended up changing his ways. But it's definitely one of those shock value movies. A lot of movies, a lot of comedians, they have that shock value to them where they just kind of say things that you would never normally hear. Well,
Right.
this movie definitely touches on that. This movie is definitely named Bad Santa because he is a bad Santa. You have the late great John Ritter in there, and the late great Bernie Mac in there as well.
John Ritter was in that movie?
John Ritter was in that movie, yes.
Interesting.
Yeah. So it was a great cast, man. And if you're okay watching a movie like that, then you enjoy it. But yeah, that was my choice.
Not a bad choice, man. Not a bad choice at all.
And next on the horizon would be, you tend to pick movies that I don't always see, and I see a lot of movies, but then again also your choices are usually based around cartoons and animation.
Family wholesome movies.
Yes. I try to watch everything.
Yeah.
But yeah, okay, cool. What's your next option? Your next choice?
The next choice for me is Rise of the Guardians, man.
Boom.
Yeah, that is a fantastic family film, especially it's good for any holiday, quite frankly. You got all your holidays covered in that movie. You got Easter, you've got Christmas, you've got the Tooth Fairy, a lot of these
so is that
really,
a Christmas
really awesome
movie?
things. Oh, it could be. Yeah, absolutely. Christmas is involved. Christmas is involved. Santa Claus is in it. It has to be a Christmas movie, right?
Okay, I'll take your word for it.
Yeah. Santa Claus has tattoos in this movie. He's real gangster, right? He's got this Russian. He's a big, burly man with tattoos. It's a tough Santa.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. So basically, what Rise of the Guardians is essentially, it's about these what do you want to call them? Guardians, essentially, the guardians of children for the most part. You have Santa's the guardian of Christmas, and he protects kids' wonder and joy. Then you have the Easter Bunny, you have the Tooth Fairy, you have the Sandman. I know you know about the Sandman, right? Mr. Sandman.
Yes.
Bring me a dream. He's the protector of dreams, and then essentially you have the boogeyman, who is the antagonist in this film. He's the bad guy. He's the one that's trying to bring back fear and remove hope and joy and everything from the whole idea of holidays.
Mm-hmm.
So they have to band together, and they need help from a very special person, which happens to be Jack Frost. Oh my God, Jack Frost is on the list twice. So Jack Frost gets initiated as a guardian, and he's basically gonna have his power puts him over the tipping point for to be able to take on what's his name again, the boogeyman.
Okay.
So it's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool family. If you haven't watched it, definitely watch it, man. Let me know what you think about it. And if you guys who are watching, if you haven't seen it, man, definitely check it out. It's a really good Christmas family film. You guys gotta check it out.
I mean, fortunately, I mean, I'm looking forward to as my little girl grows up, watching a lot of these movies with her as well. Like my best friend, him and his daughter, they have this relationship where they watch old movies, and she a lot of times he'd be like, "Hey, I got this movie for you," and instead of just being like, "Nah, I don't want to watch that," because she's never heard it, she'll watch it and she'll be addicted, and then before you know it, she'll be reciting all the lines, which I think is awesome. To be able to share that moment with your child, unless you have a kid with ADD and then they all climb up the wall.
I think most kids early on might have a little bit of that when it comes to watching films. I was actually shocked the first time I took my son to the movie theater that he was sat down through the whole thing. I was like, wow, this is awesome. This is rare, but it's cool.
So it was his first time at a theater?
When we went to go see Big Hero 6, yeah.
Okay. So have you taken a movie since?
Oh, absolutely. Plenty of times.
And how was he after?
Progressively, it got worse.
Nice.
No, but he does. If it catches his attention, it does a really good job. Visually. He does tend to sit down and watch it, and he'll get into it.
Got it. Okay. And you take him by himself or with friends?
I've usually taken him by himself. I have taken him with friends a couple of times. He doesn't pay as much attention when he's with his friends.
Okay. All right. Good to know.
It's been a while.
Okay. All right. So next on the horizon, my next choice has actually been influenced by my mother-in-law. She enjoys watching our episodes, and she's really quiet when I put him on. I put it on in the car on my phone, and she is silent and she's laughing at everything, which I think is cool. And then she asked me, "Oh, what's next what's the next episode?" So I told her, "Oh, Christmas movies." And the first thing she goes, "This movie, you better talk about this movie." And I was like, I don't know. And she was like, no. And she kept talking about it, bro, and talking about her memories. And I don't even know if she remembers the whole movie. I just think she remembers like one part. But nonetheless, it's still a very, 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 very popular Christmas movie, Christmas time movie. And that movie would be Home Alone.
Can't go wrong with that, bro.
Home Alone, right?
For sure.
So I looked into it. Home Alone had a deep impact on a lot of people. I think it came out like 1990. What you laughing at?
Show just joined us, and she's like, "I'm late because I'm still waiting on the other video." Not cool. Which video? I'm not sure. If you can tell us which video you're talking about, we can address it. If you're late, you missed out on the Polar Express. If that's the movie you're waiting for.
So, all right. So Home Alone had a very big impact on everybody, and it's pretty great. It's pretty impressive to me that if you think about movies back then, there were so many movies that were blockbusters that I don't think would be blockbusters now. You don't see a Home Alone type movie coming out now and being a blockbuster, right?
You don't think so?
Name something that has been held as much weight as Home Alone.
I don't think anything came out that's similar to that. I think you're right for the most part.
Let me give you some facts. All right, it topped the box office, making 17 million opening weekend. It held the number one spot for 12 weeks and remained in the top 10 until June of the following year. It became the highest grossing film of 1990 and earned a Guinness World Record for the highest grossing film in its category for 27 years.
Wow.
That's crazy, right? You didn't know that. And guess what movie knocked it out? You would never guess.
For that category? Don't say Bad Santa.
No, it had nothing to do with a Christmas movie. It held that number one spot and
number one in what?
Well, it held the number one spot it stayed in top 10 for X amount of, all those years and stuff like that, right? It was the highest grossing film. So guess what was the next highest grossing film that knocked it out of that Guinness record?
What was the number?
What was what number?
What was the number that?
I'll tell you. It happened in 2017. You're never gonna guess it, but it's not a Christmas movie. It's a movie that broke the record after Home Alone. Never Say Die knocked it out of his top spot in 2007.
Ew.
Yo.
Never. That's not even remotely close to it. Isn't Never Say Die a fighting movie?
I said top grossing. I didn't say I agree with it, but also I feel like, listen, it was a good movie, but a lot of movies do extra well when there's not a lot of good movies around it, or certain times and stuff like that. Holiday weekends, everyone goes to see it. So who knows when it came out, but nonetheless, that's what will be it. You looking it up?
Yeah, I'm looking up Never Say Die. It's the movie. No, I'm pulling up a 1939 film. Hold on. That was it. But keep going. Keep talking about it like you were saying, because I'm just gonna look it up.
So the roles of the burglars, right? Joe Pesci, he was awesome. He made that role his own. There was two actors that they tried to hire before him, right? You okay over there?
Yeah, I'm saying two actors they had tried to hire before Joe Pesci and the other guy.
Yeah. You never guess who they were, who they wanted to cast.
I can't imagine anyone else.
Oh well, they tried to get Robert De Niro and John Lovitz.
That could have worked. That actually could have worked. I could see them playing the role exactly. John Lovitz would have to have the Joe Pesci role, and Robert De Niro will play the other role. Obviously,
I don't see it. I don't see it. Not De Niro. But hey, and they turned down the role, and thank God. Joe Pesci avoided Macaulay Culkin throughout the movie on the set, so he would be scared of him during filming. There's a scene where Joe Pesci says, "I'm gonna bite all of your fingers off at one time," and during one of the rehearsals, he actually bit Macaulay Culkin on the finger and broke the skin on his finger. So he was trying to really sell it, he made that character his own, and then he wanted it to translate on the screen where this little kid. Because think about it, you're behind the scenes, buddy with the kid. Now you got to sell how this kid is scared of you, and if he doesn't have the acting prowess, you're not going to really see it, right? But if he doesn't see you, and then the only time he sees you is when he's going up against you, that can work, I
appreciate it. If I would have been the parents, would have bit my kid's hand. There wouldn't have been no acting there.
He made a lot of money for that, bro, and Macaulay Culkin was never the same after that. But you can blame a certain artist for that.
Yeah, it happens. It happens.
So, how about you guys out there? You guys got any suggestions of holiday movies that you like and why?
Oh yeah, what are some of your favorites? I know I was speaking to Showcast earlier, and she was telling me that Polar Express better be on there. That's one of her favorite movies, and I know for a fact that Mommy Flo loves Elf. I'm telling you, she damn near has me at gunpoint every year talking about, we watching Elf today. You ain't got a choice.
Yeah.
Is there one movie that your wife particularly likes to watch during the holidays?
Yes. Oh man, let's see if I can upload it real quick. Give me a second.
Yeah, cool. Absolutely.
Yeah, because I was actually gonna do it, and then I decided not to. So this is definitely a classic, but I just decided not to do it because it had so much to talk about with that. Chevy Chase's Christmas Vacation.
Oh yeah, that's a classic. People watch that every year. That's something people, whether they like it or not, they watch it. Oh, let's watch a National Lampoon's Christmas, whatever.
He at Vegas Vacation, I believe, was the first one, and then that was this one. The Christmas Story was actually the second. But right. he definitely dominated, man, and people loved his movies, and he was funny and he was great, and he definitely carried that movie,
Yeah. Showcast mentions. Oh yeah, Ray Barry mentioned Christmas Vacation. Showcast said she wasn't a big fan of the Golden Compass. I tried to watch it, I couldn't. And I like to watch movies all the way through. That definitely wasn't one for me. But Ray Barry is a fan of Christmas Vacation.
Mr. Barry, what's up, brother?
Yeah, man.
Definitely, it's a classic. Definitely got to be on the TV during the holidays. I never seen up until recently Vegas, National Lampoon's Vegas trip or vacation, and my lady, she was like, "How have you not seen that?" She quotes that movie like you wouldn't believe, and there's some really funny lines. Like I can't even remember the lines. I'm not even gonna try to do it, but next time I'll talk about it.
Yeah, Showcast mentions Chronicles of Narnia. I guess you have winter, you have snow. You could watch it during the holidays. I enjoy Chronicles of Narnia, the first one anyway. The second and third one were garbage.
Ernest Staves Christmas is so old. Oh my god, Lord! Like, I mean, listen, would that be a classic? No, but it was definitely a movie that we watched because there was a bunch of different movies that Ernest Goes to Jail, Ernest, all these different movies. I felt like Ernest showed up after Pee Wee Herman. Everybody watched the Pee Wee Herman show, and then all of a sudden Ernest would come out with those movies and everything, and he was so stupid. But we watched it. Did you watch it?
A long time ago, man. It's been quite a spell since I've seen it.
Okay.
He's got one of those really crazy little way. He's got like weird demeanor about him, but he's just like all teeth. He's got like this real thing.
He does.
I guess it's like Cajun food. You gotta have a taste for it. It's an acquired taste, so to speak.
Okay, cool. Well, I'm out of movies unless anybody has anything else. We're gonna wrap it up.
Yeah, it was a quick show. It was a Christmas special, so it was a little something for you guys to chat about a little bit. Ernest and Pee Wee both creeped me. Pee Wee creeped you out? Was it because of the movie theater thing? Because that guy was awesome. Kids loved him prior to the movie incident.
Yeah, why did he creep you out? I mean, he was weird.
Was it his voice? I don't know.
Let's see what she says.
He was just creepy looking.
Man,
he's not for everybody, I guess.
Yeah, what happened to him, I felt was pretty messed up. But he also made a very bad decision. So being in that movie theater in public
happens to the best of us and the worst of us. Unfortunately, it wasn't a good choice. I think when you're a celebrity, you have to tread softly, tread carefully.
He looked like the doll from Dead Silence.
Oh my god, that's messed up. He does. No. That doll looks like Pee Wee. There's a difference.
All right, hold on. I gotta look this up, man.
Yeah. And also, there was a Jack Black movie he did. He kind of looks like that doll from the Jack Black movie, also. So Dead Silence doll, he does look like kind of like Pee Wee.
Okay.
I got him right.
Okay. I mean, not what I pictured, but I can see it a little bit.
Yeah, it's not terribly. And Goosebumps their character also kind of looks like Pee Wee Herman, the little doll from Goosebumps with Jack Black.
Never seen it.
All right. Okay.
I never really watched Goosebumps.
All right, let me share my screen real quick. Give me permission. All right. Got it. There it is.
That looks like the other one I just saw.
Yeah, kind of.
Okay, if you say so.
Yeah. They all biting. All trying to be the next best thing.
Absolutely. So
I think that's a coincidence. Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, listen. He was just part of a small part of our lives, and yet we still talk about him. So he obviously left an imprint.
He was a large part of our lives. Come on.
I mean, listen.
I
said a small part because how many years have we been without watching that show? That show isn't on TV anymore, but we still remember it, right? So we spend more years not watching it, yet we still remember it. I guarantee there's a million other things that we've seen more than once, and we don't remember it. So I mean, I think the next time I saw him, I don't know, I got to look it up, but the next time I saw him was in that Johnny Depp movie. It was based on a true story. What was the name of it? And Penelope Cruz was in it.
Oh, we were talking about this last time. At work, actually. Not Blow. Is it Blow?
Blow. Yep.
Blow. Right.
So he was in the movie Blow, and he was one of Johnny Depp's connects. And it was just a regular character. And it was the first time we've ever seen him in a movie outside of that character he played, Pee Wee Herman, and it was like, oh, hey, okay. And honestly, as you watch the movie, you don't even think about it, you know.
Yeah, man. So yeah, I guess we gotta wrap this up, man. If you guys have any recommendations, you are part of the Facebook group, throw them on there for Christmas movies and stuff like that. Because I guess we're at that time of year.
Definitely.
And do you know what next week's topic is gonna be? So we get the people riled up and excited.
No, I haven't decided yet.
Nothing yet. Well, make sure you tune in.
I have to be inspired, and then I'll make something and share it with everybody, so you guys can prepare as well.
Yeah, if I take my shirt off, will you be inspired? No words.
No.
No.
I realize that I cannot entertain this foolery when you try that.
You have to, bro. You can't ignore it.
I don't know how your wife deals with you.
The same way you do.
Definitely. Well, all right, guys. Thank you for joining us. All our information is right below us. Check us out on YouTube. Check us out on Facebook and also IG. We appreciate all your feedback and all your participation. I try to kind of keep it interesting inside the room, just posting videos and stuff that you didn't know, or all types of creative things, you know. And I feel like we've been getting really good feedback. So thank you guys for being a part of it, and we will continue rocking on. Guys, always remember, do what you love.
And love what you do, man.
Peace out, guys. Happy holidays. Check you filthy animals out later.
Feliz Navidades.
Peace.